Nathan, you're my sales rep, obviously, for Hagen. I buy tons of products through y'all. We've been really pushing Hagen, and we're going to look at some new products.
Yeah.
First thing you've already told me I had to buy is the Fluval 07 package.
The new canister filters.
Right.
We're going to actually step to the back so I can demonstrate some of those new innovations.
Let's go look at that real quick.
Yep.
Let's take a look at the new 7 Fluval series. So what this is your new canister. Some things that I know you've innovated already is the way it starts. It's a lot easier to prime now. It takes 2 or 3 primes, 2, I was told, maybe?
3 to 4, I would,
at the most?
definitely get you there, yeah.
So compared to your 06 series, which has been done last year, I guess, does it come out every year a new one, or is it every 2 years?
A few years ago.
So it's been a little while?
3 years ago.
What are the biggest differences between your 06 and your 07 canisters here?
Sure, and some things that separate us from our competitors as well. So the AquaStop valve here has been made from a thicker material.
Okay.
So it's less likely to
and
snap
that pulls
on you.
up.
So that's going to come up.
Okay.
And that's going to come up.
Right.
That way you don't have to disconnect your hoses or anything when you're going to do water change or maintenance. With the impeller, the reason it's, or not the impeller, excuse me, the primer, the reason that it's improved is that the material on the shaft has been thickened, and it's also been really finely polished so that it slides much easier. Think of a syringe, and this is why it goes only 2, 3, 4 pumps.
Right.
Think of a syringe. If it doesn't fill that tube that it's sliding in, you're not going to get much of a pull.
So you've improved the overall operating of that.
Yep.
It's obviously more heavy duty. This is different than it was.
Right. The old one would kind of bend on you, and you could break it
Yeah,
easily.
and
Everybody's done it.
I
if
think
you
I
play
have.
with enough of them.
I think
This
I have
one's
broken one.
Pretty much slides vertically in and down its tunnel. Yeah, let's pop it open because there's some changes in here.
Go ahead. I've never even done this one.
So the first thing you'll notice is when you pop it open is that there's 30% more biological foam.
So you got the rigid foam now. This is new.
Right.
This is like what it used to be, or it's not the same, but this is what's totally new.
Right, and so those pores are going to give you much more nooks and crannies to get your biological up and running and help you keep it clear.
Are the baskets kind of the same? I done got ahead of myself.
Yeah, so this is probably my favorite part of it is...
You know how I like to tear up stuff.
The baskets, everybody hates getting their hands all dirty in fishy water.
Yeah.
The baskets all come out together. So
Okay. That's different.
Yeah.
And then this one had, pull that out again?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 407.
Correct.
And has 4 baskets. Does that kind of relate to the number? Having 4 baskets to the 407? I don't know. I wonder if the 3 has 3 baskets. To be determined. But anyway, you got 4 baskets here that you can load with carbon, biological, phosphate remover, nitrate remover, whatever you want. And you can use I'm tearing it up. You can use anybody's product to do this with.
But it's probably gonna be easier to do.
All right. Perfect. Oh, that has to come up from underneath, doesn't it?
Yep.
Now I told you I was going to tear it up. We'll get back to it, no problem. Somebody else can deal with our mess.
Another change
we'll come back to that.
has drastically improved is that the impeller cover, much like when I was talking about the priming shaft,
Right.
is also been refinished and made thicker so that you get less vibration, therefore less noise.
And that's in the impeller cover itself.
It has changed. The consistency of it has changed.
Okay.
And another thing that has improved the lowering the sound
Right.
is the rubber feet that we've added to them.
Which I can't even with the old units, I never could hear them running, so this is even quieter.
Even quieter. They're 25% by the studies that we had done while we were producing them. And so finally, the biggest thing for consumers at home is oftentimes, you want to get home and set up your tank.
Yeah, I've got it totally messed up at this point.
It's all right. You get my drift is that prior to the 07 series, the consumer, when they got home, had to install the impeller, install the impeller cover. We've done that for you. So now you get home, you pop the lid off, you unpackage your carbon, any other media that you need to unpackage, and you plug and play.
That's awesome. Let's go look at a couple other things. We will come back to that and fix it for you because we totally tore it up. But let's go look at some other things real quick. I really want to look at your tanks over here.
Which?
Let's start with the flexes. That's been one of my #1 sellers through you. We love them. They've been doing great. We've been also carrying your floras. We've been carrying your shrimp tanks. We've been carrying your marine tanks, and we've been doing great with them. Tell us a little bit about what you got here.
So sure, the Flex is available in a 9-gallon option and a 15-gallon option. Both sizes are available in either white or black. The Flora here is a great, well, excuse me, let me go back. I missed a few points. I don't have the remote for it because they hide it so people don't change all the lights.
Oh, and so these lights work on a remote now?
The smaller ones have.
That's great. And then the other ones are Bluetooth, aren't they, through your phone app?
We'll get to that shortly. So, yeah, it works. The light, you can do all sorts of functions, color change, lightning strikes, cloud cover, and it's just with the little remote that it comes with. All the filtration is built in the back,
right?
So it's concealed. The white tank is going to have a white wall back, and the black tank is going to have a black wall back. There's also an easy feed slot in the lid, so you don't have to take the lid off all the time. And there's also in the back a slot for a submersible heater.
Right. So very well thought out, very well designed. These have been out for a little while. Maybe a year or two. It's been a little while. But we picked them up right away. We've been selling the fool out of them.
Yeah.
You also obviously have your Flora tanks, which are more designed for plants. They come with a little bit better LED light.
Yes, they come with our Fluval LED 3.0.
Which is a great light. I've had super good success with those.
The nano plant light, and that does is that will just bracket right onto the rimless tank there.
Right.
And when you're doing your maintenance, you can slide it 180 degrees to get it out of the way.
Do those come with CO2 as well?
The kits come with a CO2 and also an aqua clear filter.
That's just awesome. Did you bring any of your saltwater ones to the show? Are they here? Oh, yeah. So, everybody knows me. I love my corals. This is the Flex 13.
The Evo.
The Evo 13.5 maybe?
Yeah.
And then there's also a
volume 5. Is 13.5 gallons.
Okay, all right.
And there's also a 5 that's not present today.
Okay.
So yeah, you have your light touches up there. On the bigger tank, not the 5, but on the 12, 13 and a half, that's the full capacity. There's so it's built like a peninsula tank. So just much like the Flex, you have your filtration built at one end. In there, you can also put a submersible heater, but for the larger size, there's also a slot for our mini protein skimmer.
And that just fits right in. That's an additional add-on, but it's not very expensive to do. I think we do.
Worth it. You're right.
We have been selling a good many of those too. Another favorite product. Let's go take a look at your lights.
Well, I wanted.
Oh, the 30. Oh, and you got the new feeder that I have to learn about.
Right.
So this is a feeder that I can control. Is it through Bluetooth, or is it through
I think it's preset.
A remote? It doesn't have a remote with it.
I'm not sure. I don't.
But it's a new feeder you're obviously
doing. It fits right into the front of the 30-gallon Flex tank.
Okay.
And
it fits right in the existing hood.
Correct.
Okay.
There's a pop out for that, and also there's a pop out for. I'm not gonna take it out because I don't want to mess with it too much. But there's also a pop out for that mini protein skimmer that I was discussing.
So we
before.
could do this saltwater.
We can do this saltwater.
And I have done that.
As we get to the LED.
Yes.
It comes with a light that
Right.
on this version of the Flex you do control with the Bluetooth on your phone. But you can add another strip, you can take this one out and you can run 2 reef lights.
Okay.
And now you've got a reef tank.
I'll have to do that as soon as I get back to the store.
Yes.
Another really good item. This is our number 3, I think, sold product by monetary volume, the FX4. This is something.
It's up there.
This is something. Well, I'm talking about by my store volume of everything I sell.
Okay.
Not necessarily through you, but however many of these I sell by money is top 3 on my product list, I believe, of all the items I sell.
Awesome.
So this is one of my best products. We definitely sell a lot of these, and we've always been very happy. My service guys love the FX4. The lights is the last thing I want to briefly go over, but we will have to mention the bug bites because we use so many of them. Your lights have become super popular. As you know, we've been constantly selling out and reordering.
Yes.
You finally, I think Scott has realized how many he has to order. I think we have some in stock today, and we've been getting closer to keeping them in stock. So between Scott ordering them, you ordering them, and you sending them to us, we're getting ahead of this game finally. But these we've been selling for years now. They do operate through your Bluetooth app. Very easy to program. Tell me a little bit more about the lights.
Sure. We have 3 lines in the light. We have a marine and reef light. We have a planted light. Clearly the marine and reef light is going to be for your reef tanks. The planted light is going to help you to grow plants. Both of them come in a 24 to 34, a 36 to 48, and a 48 to 60. All the lights in the line are IP7. So what that means is they are actually waterproof. If it submerges or you drop it in, your light should still work.
A lot of manufacturers will claim something like that, and when I, as a consumer, see it, and I was like, that's hard to believe. So my story with that is I came up to my service account after being gone for a couple of weeks from the service account. I came to his house, and his Nano was underwater in his saltwater refugium. It stayed there for days. It was still working underwater.
Yep.
I pulled it out, wiped it down. That light is still working there. So I believe you when you say that, and that's an awesome point of these lights.
And in practicality, hopefully your water doesn't fall in, or your light doesn't fall into the water. But what that also means is that for your corals or your plants
And your safety.
you can also get much closer. Yeah, your safety. You can get much closer to the water level so that you can get deeper coverage in your tanks, which is nice for people that have taller tanks or you want to get a lot more coverage. So those are also available. The marine and reef and the plant are also both available in a nano light that works just like the one I described on the floor with 180-degree rotation, and it will also come out and go back in so that if you need to cover a certain area better than you were previously, you can do that.
Another thing I have done with these lights too, these different units, I have a 65 where I actually put 2 of these on there, and that way I'm running one total blue, one white and blue. That works out very well, but you can run 2 or 3 of these across the tank if you want to increase the lighting. So that works out very well. The last thing I want to bring up before we get out of here is your bug bites. We've been selling your bug bites now for, I guess, how long has it been out? A year?
Years.
And you actually used us as a test. You sent me
Yes.
bug bites. You asked me to use them in our shop. We immediately loved them. Tell me just a brief synopsis of the bug bites.
Sure. So bug bites are black soldier fly larvae that have been harvested in a lab in Canada. They're using waste from restaurants in Canada, so it's a sustainable process. The bugs also have a very high gut load, which makes them much more bioavailable to the fish when they eat them. We also know that fish naturally eat bugs and larvae.
Right.
So fish love it. Picky fish love it. I've seen all sorts of fish that either store owners or hobbyists could not, get to eat, or they would go off of food after just a little while. So fish love it. Color enhancement, it will make colors pop. I mean, I saw a guy with a tank full of cichlids he couldn't sell, started feeding that tank bug bites, and within, I don't remember the amount of time, but he sold every single one of them and didn't have to discount them. And then finally it would be fish growth. Your fish will maximize their potential with bug bites because it's such a high protein food, and you have to remember that the bugs the larvae are going into it with very high gut load.
Right. And with using the restaurant grade waste from food, as you said, you're recycling that, you're growing bugs from trash, and the fish love it. You have all these formulas: cichlid, goldfish, beta, shrimp, Placo. I mean, you've got like all kind of formulas now. We have them all in stock. I know we're going to be doing some specials on these soon. We're going to work that out. We're about to go through and make all kind of orders with Nathan here and see what comes in the shop soon. thank you very much.
Thanks, Guy.
We enjoy doing the business with you, and you've definitely helped us out with what we do.
Sounds good. Thank you.